Hi, this is Debbie. We're doing Feldenkrais with virtual reality here on TV for Fort Sanders. And we're going to do our warm-ups that we normally do, and then I'll hit the lesson. So, first thing we do, we lay down and we notice our spaces. Notice the space under your knees. Notice the space behind your low back. Notice the space under your shoulders. Now move the shoulders down into the mat and then release and do it again. How far do they have to go to get there? How far do they curl up on the release? Now slide on the back of our heads, take the chin towards the chest, and see if the back of the neck has some complaints about that. So we bend our knees, and the way we do it in Feldenkrais is one leg at a time. Knee out to the side, drag the outside edge of the foot up, the knee comes up. The other leg out to the side, drag the outside edge, and bring the knee up. So now we take our dominant hand, open your thumb and index, put that V right below your lower lip, but above your chin, and lower the elbow to your chest. Now that keeps your face parallel with the ceiling. Now lower your back, just move your spine down, don't suck your tummy in. Now you're flat, stay flat, push with your feet so that you elongate the muscles that go from the top of your pelvis up both sides of the spine. And you just notice where does it go on the first time. And then you stop pushing with the feet and the top of you slides down. That way you know you've elongated the spine a little. Now we do it again. Make sure your elbow is down. Lower the back. Push with the feet. Go right up the spine. Feel the vertebrae getting some separation as you go up. Now continue through the back of your head and the top of your head. Now slide your head sideways to the right. The right ear leads. Do not turn your head. Slide it. It curves over and down. And you just notice where you go the first time. And you notice how it feels where the spine is being asked to curve. And then you come back. So now we do it again. Lower your elbow. Lower your back. Push with those feet. Go right up the spine, right through the back of the top of your head. And now slide your head sideways to the left. The back of your head slides. The left ear leads, curving down to the left. And you again notice, how does it go? How does it feel? And where in the spine do you feel the stopping point? And now slide your head back. Lower your elbow, lower your back. You can move your feet. Push with those feet. The feet push kind of away from you to allow the muscles to go up. Now stay that long, slide your head again to the right ear leads. Now notice if it goes better this time because the spine gets to learn how to do it. Now we stay here, you slide on the back of your head, take your chin towards your chest and back up. We always do things in fours so that the muscles get the idea in the back of the neck that we're asking them to lengthen. Now, we do the diagonal. So instead of straight down towards the chest, you direct the hand and the chin a little bit diagonally down towards one collarbone, back up in the middle, and diagonally towards the other collarbone. And then we do it one more time because the body needs a little bit of a repeat in order to learn. All right. Then we bring our head back to the middle, sliding if you can. And here we go. Last time, lower the elbow. Lower the back. Push with those feet. Go right up the spine, right through the back and the top of your head. And now slide to the left. The left ear leads, curving over and down. And now see how it goes. It should go a little bit better. Now we direct the chin straight down towards the chest and back up. And we think about the muscles where they go from the neck into the base of your skull, the occiput. And we get a feeling about those muscles getting a little more elastic. That's what we're after, muscles that will move. Now we direct the chin diagonally again. Doesn't matter which way you start, just take it down towards one collarbone, back up in the middle, down towards the other collarbone. And we do it one more time, each diagonal. So we're getting the muscles where they join the base of the skull, more on the sides now, closer to behind your ears. And that's it. Bring the head back, put the arm down. Open your feet a little wider than your bottom. Lower your back, push only with the left foot
Go up diagonally across your back, elongating up on the diagonal towards the right shoulder, and you can feel the shoulder blade move. Now you take that left side of your pelvis, stay on the mat, reach it down on the diagonal away from your shoulder. So you've elongated yourself on this diagonal, and now you let everything go, and you can feel both ends come back in. Here we go the other way, lower the back. Only the right foot pushes, elongate diagonally up to the left shoulder blade, reach the right side of your pelvis down away from your shoulder on the mat, opening up that diagonal, and when you let go, everything moves back to the middle. One more time, lower the back. Left foot pushes up to the right shoulder, left side of the pelvis reaches down, opening up the sacroiliac joint on the left, and relax. Lower the back, push with the right foot, go up and across to the left shoulder blade, reach down with the right side of your bottom, pelvis, whatever you want to call it, and then recover. Now open your thumb and index, put your hand again below your lower lip and above your chin. Now we draw circles on the back of your head. Close your eyes and let the eyeballs follow the circle as though you were watching the back of your head draw the circles on the mat. And then you go 2 times the other way. So the eyeballs are following the circle. And this helps the muscles in the eyes. And it also affects the neck muscles when we move the eyeballs in different ways. Now we do up and down figure eights. So you draw a loop at the top, go diagonally down, make a loop at the bottom, and diagonally up. Now with your eyes closed, pretend you're watching your nose. So your eyes are focused inward, but they're also drawing the figure eight. So let's go the other way. So you might feel little things in your neck releasing. You might hear little noises. It's okay. Now, after we've done the vertical figure eights, we do horizontal figure eights. So on the back of your head, you draw a loop on one side, then you go to the other side. Now your eyeballs will follow the ear that's drawing the loop. So whichever side of the head you're on, eyes look at that ear. And now we're helping our peripheral vision. Now go the other direction, 2 horizontal figure eights in the other direction, so that we're getting all the vertebrae in the neck, all these different directions safely. And that's it. Put your arms down, put your legs down. Now, see if the back of your knees got closer to the mat. See if the low back is more securely on the mat. See if the back of your shoulders are lying flatter. And now you can check your neck by lowering your chin. And you'll see the head goes further. So now we do the second warm-up. Bend only your right leg, out and up. Turn your head to the right. Put your right fingers on the side of your temple if you can, but the whole thing here is to keep the elbow on the mat. So now we push with the right foot, we roll the pelvis to the left, but see my right elbow does not leave the mat. Now, bring that right knee and thigh back to vertical. Then keep the foot where it is, reach the kneecap out towards the toenails, the right toenails, and focus on the front of the thigh where the thigh muscles pull away from the pelvis, lengthening the hip flexors. And now you roll back. Now we do it again. We roll the pelvis, bring the knee to upright, reach the knee out. Now focus on the outside of your hip, where the muscles go from the pelvis over the side of the hip joint, down the outside, and really feel those muscles getting a chance to lengthen. And then you roll back. Now we come back from the top of the spine. So we roll. You don't have to worry about where your knee is now. You're going to come back from the top of the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, pretending there's either a pressure washer pushing down on your chest to lower the top vertebrae. Then the pressure washer goes down the front of you, lowering 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down to your pelvis is down. Now we always do it again, roll. Now pretend there's a bowling ball. The bowling ball pushes down on the front of your chest. Now it goes down the front of you, lowering one vertebrae at a time. Great. Take your other hand, comb the back of your hair, grip it at the lowest point on your skull on the left side of your head. Roll the pelvis, my elbow is still there. Slide on the right side of your head, take your chin towards your collarbone and pull the hair up in the back and recover and do it again. So I'm not lifting the head, I'm sliding on the right side of my skull and pulling with the left hand to traction the back of my neck out. Now I keep the chin down and the hair pulled up the whole time, and I draw little head circles. So your nose tells you you're drawing head circles. Go the other way. And before we stop, slide the head back towards that left hand so the head is in line with your spine. Pull the hair up one last time. That's it. Put everything down. And now, check the right side of yourself. The leg is going to feel longer than the left. The back of the knee and the back of the thigh will be more present, and the low back on the right will be more on the mat because we lengthen the muscles between the ribs and the pelvis. Let's do the other side. Bend our left leg. Make sure your foot is hip width apart from your right leg. That helps you to roll the pelvis. Turn the head to the left. Left fingers on your forehead, elbow on the mat. Push with the left foot. Roll the pelvis to the right. Bring the knee to upright, reach the knee out. Now feel the lengthening from the thigh muscles up to the pelvis and lengthening those hip flexors. When those hip flexors are tight, you can't stand up straight. All right, now roll back. Now we do it again. We roll. Bring the knee and the thigh back to upright. Reach the knee out. Now think about the outside of the thigh muscles lengthening down the outside of your thigh. Some of you know you have tight IT bands. This is a good one to help that. And roll back. Now we come back from the top of the spine. So we roll, my elbow is still on the mat, and now you come back from the top, either the pressure washer idea or the bowling ball. Push us down on your breastbone to lower those top vertebrae. Then the pressure washer pushes right through you, lowering those vertebrae one at a time until you're all the way down. We do it again. Now think of the bowling ball. The bowling ball is heavy. It pushes down on your chest and it rolls down the front of you. And as it does, it pushes the vertebrae one at a time. It's an undulation of the spine. Comb your hair up in the back with the right hand. Grip it at the lowest point, whenever you can. Roll the pelvis. Now slide on the left side of your head, taking your chin down. Pull the hair up in the back and recover. And we do it 4 times, tractioning out the neck muscles and the scalp muscles. Now keep the chin down and draw little head circles, and my hair is pulled up the whole time. So it's hard to do. Go the other way, they're little. Then slide the head back so your head is over your spine, pull the hair up, and that's it. Put everything down. Now see how the left leg feels, length, contact, and especially in the low back. So today we're going to do a lesson that you've all done, but you usually can't remember all the pieces. So we bend our legs, one and then the other, cross the right knee over the left. It's the one we call tilting and stretching. Now tip your legs to the right and just go where you can. Don't push, don't force, just see where they go. What's the distance between the mat and your legs? All right. Uncross. Keep the right leg bent, the left leg down. Arms up in the prayer position. Fold one thumb over the other. Do not bend the arms. Just take the arms to the left. You can only go so far and come back because the thoracic spine, where the ribs are attached, can only rotate so far. All right. So now we allow the whole spine to come into play. I push with the right foot, roll the pelvis, and then I can take the arms all the way. And then you come back. So in any sport where you're rotating, any racket, golf, anything, you have to involve the rotation of the lower spine in order to do it more effectively. that's enough. Let's put our arms down, bend the left leg again. Cross the right leg over. Now tip the legs again to the right and just see if they improved. You see the distance got less. So now let's reverse it. Change legs. Put the left leg across the right. Now make sure they're crossed at the knee. Tip the legs to the left, just see where they go. Now some of you are going to feel the tightness in the outside where the hip joint and the thigh muscles meet. Some of you feel the tightness someplace else. All right, come back. Did you notice how far the thighs went to the mat? You can measure by using your hand over there. Uncross. Keep the left leg bent, put the right leg down. Arms up in the prayer position. Fold one thumb, don't bend the elbows. Push with the left foot. Let's take our arms. We'll just do the whole thing right now. Let your head roll, and you'll see that you can rotate pretty well when we use the whole spine. I'm not letting the knee tip over. The knee is staying upright. All right. Put the arms down, bend the right leg, cross the left leg again. Tip the legs to the left, and now measure your space. It's probably less, or the tipping is probably more, whatever makes sense. All right, so that's part one. Put everything down. Again, out of the back of the knees, the low back, the shoulders, and the neck lie on the mat. Here we go, part two. We bend our legs one and then the other. Cross the right leg again. Put the arms up in the prayer position. Do not bend those elbows. Fold one thumb. Now take the knees to the right and the arms to the left. And the head will follow the arms. And then you come back. Don't push, don't struggle, don't do anything. You're limited here because we're doing oppositional rotation. Doesn't matter how far you go, just that you go where you can and it's still comfortable. Now, the next part. We take the arms and the legs both to the right. Those of you that have been in class, if you know the secret, you can do it right off. I'm going to do it the first time without doing the secret. So take the arms and the legs both to the right. So if I just go like that, I can only go so far. Now you come back. Now, the secret. As I tip the legs and I tip the arms, I open them apart. So the knees go a little down, the arms go a little up towards the back of the room. And now when I come back to my back, they come closer together. So we tip at the same time. Take the arms up, the knees kind of down, but don't move your feet. And let your head follow the arms. We'll do it one more time so that you can really feel the middle of you opening up. That's it. Put everything down. Let's see. The right leg will be longer again than the left. I don't know if the camera will show that, but it's definitely true. And you'll feel the whole right side of you flatter on the mat all the way from the heel to the shoulder because we've lengthened it. Let's do the other side. Bend our legs, cross the left leg over the right at the knee, of course. Take the arms up, fold one thumb. Now, the knees go left, that's the top leg. The knees go left, the arms go right, the head follows the arms. Now, you come back and everything arrives at the destination at the same time. So the legs move, the arms move, the head moves, and then when they come back, it all arrives back home at the same time. You don't do one part, then the other. Now we do part two. We know the secret. So as you tip everything to the left, arms and legs, you take the arms a little bit higher, the knees a little lower, and you open up the middle of you, extending the spine. And then you come back, and then come back to upright. We'll do it again. Everything tips to the left. The feet don't move. The knees reach a little down, the arms up, the head looks towards the hands, but you can keep your eyes closed. You don't have to open your eyes. And that's it. Put everything down and let's see how the left side feels. Now, because we just did the left side, the nervous system will pick up on the fact that the left leg may feel longer and the whole left side flatter than the right. Also, after we've done these few parts, roll your head. See how far your head rolls to the right and the left. So as the whole spine learns to rotate better, the neck also does, even though we haven't specialized anything with the neck. All right, now we do the next piece. Bend only your left leg. Put the right arm back on the diagonal. Now I'm going to put my left hand on my shoulder, my right shoulder. Push with the left foot, roll the pelvis. Now the left hand slides up the right hand, and my head will turn towards the hands. Again, notice my left knee is not tipped, it's standing upright. Now I come back. So let's do it again. Push with your foot. Roll, slide the left hand. And then you come back. Now this time, we're staying there. So push with the left foot, roll, slide. Take that left hand and grip whatever you're holding on to. It could be near your elbow, it could be your wrist, it could be your hand. So I'm holding on. Now, open the left knee to the left and come back and do it one more time. Now we're going to add the next part, holding on. Take that left side of your pelvis, pull your tummy in, lower the pelvis back towards the mat, and now come back to upright. Now we're going to add a piece. Left side of your tummy pulls in. Left side of your pelvis goes back towards the mat. Now reach that left side of your pelvis down towards your left heel. Now come back up. Let's do it again. Tummy in, left side of your pelvis back. Now reach the left side of your pelvis down away from the arms. And come on back up. And that's it. Slide the arm down, take a break, put everything down. Now, see if the left side of you feels longer and flatter all the way up next to your spine than the right side. And bend your right leg. Put your left arm out and then up on a back diagonal. Right hand to your left shoulder. Push with that right foot. Slide the fingers up the arm. Let your head roll to look towards the hands. And now you come back. But the whole thing starts with the pelvis. So I push with my foot. That's the first movement. Then the pelvis. Then it goes up my spine. And then the arm gets the message to slide up there. Let's do it last time, and we'll stay there. So roll the pelvis, then the arm slides up. Hold on, grip your left wrist with your right hand. First move, open the right knee and thigh to the right, and then come back. You can't go very far, but it does give a funny stretch on the inside of your thigh. Now we do part two. Tummy in. Take the right side of your pelvis back a little bit towards the mat, and then come back up. Do it again. You can feel the stretch from the right shoulder to the right side of your pelvis. Now we do the second part. So, tummy in, let the pelvis roll back, reach the right side of your pelvis down towards your right heel, and then retreat back to up. Tummy in, roll the right side of your pelvis back, reach the right side of your pelvis down towards your right heel. That's it. Take a break, slide your arm. Now see if the right side of you feels longer and flatter than the left side. Now the third part, which is the last part we'll do in this video, we're going to bend the right leg only. We're going to take the right arm, put it up to the ceiling, the palm is facing my feet, flex the wrist, palm to the ceiling, bend the elbow, put the palm on the mat under your right shoulder. Now, if you can't do that, make a fist and put your hand there, okay? Just so that you have contact. Some people cannot bend their wrist this much. You could also put a sock under your hand. Now, left hand goes up to the left. Push with your right foot. Roll to the left. Look at your left hand. Now, keep the head on the mat. Look to the wall behind you. Take the head under the arch so it arches you. And then you come all the way back. We're going to do it again. Push with your foot. Look towards your left hand. Now, sliding on the left side of your head. Look to the wall behind you. Take the back of your head under that right elbow. And then you come out of the whole thing, take a break, and now see how the right side of you feels length and contact on the mat. Now bend your left leg. Take the left arm straight up, palm faces your feet, flex the wrist, bend the elbow. Place the palm on the mat under your left shoulder or your fist, whatever you can do. Take the right arm out on the back diagonal as we did before. Push with the left foot. Look towards that right hand. Then slide your head backwards so that the back of your head goes under your elbow and look to the wall behind you. And then you come back. And we do it one more time. Roll. Look to the right hand. Slide the head backward, looking at the wall behind you. Head goes under the elbow. And then you come back and put everything down. And see how you're lying. Now bend your knees. We'll do what we did in the beginning. Cross the right leg over the left. Tip the legs to the right. And now see where they go. You'll see the distance gets even smaller. And then just keep your right leg there and tip it to the left, because that will feel good too. Let's do the other leg. Cross the left leg over. Tip the legs to the left. See how close they go to the mat now. Come back. Tip the legs to the right. Come back. Undo your legs. Put your legs down. See how you're attached to the mat. If we measured you, you'd probably be 1 inch to 2 inches longer than normal. Now, we do our very common ending that we do all the time. Bring your knees up, hold each knee under the kneecap. Now, lately, what we've been doing is what we call egg beater circles. So we bring the knees up, then we open them, then they go down on the outside together at the bottom. So we're doing egg beater circles. Now let's reverse. Go down in the middle, open, come up on the outside together, go down, open, come up. Now roll to one side. Now we bring the knees up towards our chest, rounding the spine backward towards the mat, and then you let go of the rounding. And then we do it again. I round, letting the spine go back towards the mat, and then I come back. Now roll to your other side. Bring the knees up, round your back, and then release, and do it again. And then we roll side to side on our back. Now those of you that learned how to sit up like a Feldenkrais student, you're going to take those knees. Well, let's do this. I'm going to roll to the right. Put my right arm up. Take my left hand with me. Keep the knees close. Take the top leg down. Roll your head over the arm, nose over the knee, and then you unwind up. So that's a tilting and stretching lesson. It's great for a lot of things. And if you need to get a mat, those of you that are going to do this at home,
If you want to order a mat, just look up wellmats.net. Wellmats.net. Thank you.